What is up, my cranky crew? It's Ethan from CrankGameplays, and today I'm a very tired boy. I had a very long day at work, and now I am home, and I started to get comfortable in my chair, and I started to get very drowsy. My father is upstairs. He is fast asleep, dreaming sweet dreams of sheep and horses galloping through the fields, and I am here, down in the stairwell, dreaming of a dream where I can go to sleep. But I have a burn, I have a need, I have a fire inside of my heart that says, Ethan, you should start an ASMR channel. And another part of me says, but Ethan, at the same time, you should stick to the gaming shtick, because that is maybe your shtick. So today I am bringing you the best of both worlds. Will you get a massive erection? Probably. Anyways, I wanted to kick it old school fam. Now, dank memes, we're going into Unfair Mario, because I thought when there's a time for ASMR, it's when you play rage games. So, let's get into the game. It's a real epidemic because I get cold sometimes, but then I put on this hoodie and I get hot. So I'm trying to find a balance, and that's very tough for me sometimes. Why am I changing my voice? I mean, I'm doing it for ASMR, but I'm also pronouncing things weird and I have this weird accent. Anywho, let's get into the game, shall we? Okay. ASMR. Alright, Mario, we're starting on I'll fucking murder you. Alright, Mario, we're starting. Alright, Mario, we're starting on an epic quest together. Mario, sometimes at night I think of you, and I think of me, and I think of the things that we could have Oh, that is scalding hot. My fucking mouth is on fire. Sometimes I think maybe you and I, we can Sometimes, late at night, I think about you, and I think about me, and I think about this life that we could be living, but all we're living is a lie, Mario. All we're living is a goddamn lie. Every day, every week, every second is a lie. I don't love you and you don't love me, so let's just cut the bullshit out of the equation. I want a divorce. We're back again, back in black. You know, when I play games like this, I think to myself, why am I doing this? And honestly, I don't know the answer. Good. Checkpoint. That's just what we want, folks. That is just what we want. Now, I'm assuming that your ears are just loving this more and more as time goes on and as we grow together. ASMR. Let's go on a fucking quest, shall we? Let's go on a fucking quest. I thought that I was there. I thought that I'd achieved my dreams, but it was all a fucking sham. Will I ever get to the end? Will I ever achieve that dream of mine? That dream. I dreamed a dream, but will I ever conquer my fears? Will I ever get to a place that I can call home? A being pantsed? I'm not so sure. Yes. 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 If you aren't erect from my voice, then you must be erect from that win, because that was glorious. Next level. What am I watching out for? Oh, watching out for those, are we? And those. Okay. Let me tell you a story. A story from when I was a young lad. A young lad in the stables. I'll tell you this story about when I was a youngin'. When I was a very young boy, I was traveling with my father. He worked in a traveling circus, you see. My father was a clown. A very, very sad clown. He was not the clown to make jokes or play fun. He was the kind of clown that murdered children on the sidewalk. Anyway, one evening, my father and I were clowning about. We were clowning about, as clowns do. And we were egging Old Man Jenkins' house. And you see, Old Man Jenkins really has a temper for the ages. And so, I'm sorry for your ears. My microphone is very sensitive right now. You see, my microphone went through a hard breakup the other day. I try and talk to it, but every time I talk to it, it just shuts me out. I don't know how to talk to it anymore. I'll fucking kill you. I don't know what to do anymore. It's like, it's not the mic that I once... It's not the mic that I once knew. It's the mic that I once loved. It's a completely different mic. We used to go dancing. And now we hardly even talk. I can hardly tell you my secrets anymore. Dude, what the fuck is this fucking video, man? We used to go have ice cream. This little Mike's favorite ice cream was chocolate cranberry. But now, he only likes sherbet. Only sherbet. I've got the checkpoint. I can't believe it's true. All of the memes, all of my dreams, they're all coming true. Hasn't this just been an adventure? Oh, it has. But my friends, I fear that our journey is coming to an end. Fucking God. I fear that we are coming to the final chapters of this novel that is this video. But how will we know for sure? We don't, but we do. You and I must part ways now. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you found it rather exquisite. I hope that your ears and mine are aroused. I hope that in the future you'd like to hear more of my voice. Maybe in this form, maybe in my normal form, maybe even in my final form. But alas, that day is not today. So, I will bid you adieu. I am going to go upstairs. I am going to strip down to my undergarments. I am going to slither my way into my hole that is my bed. I'm going to put a blanket right over the tip top of my head. I am going to take my eye cap, plop it right on my face. I am going to listen to a lullaby and fall fast asleep, because I am a boy that needs his sleep, and I am a boy that does not get much of it. So, further ado, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to slap that like button right into the face until it falls asleep right on the floor. And then, I don't know how to do my outro. Goodbye, friends. Ta-ta.
Alright, but seriously, like, what the fuck was this fucking video about?